Hello and welcome to episode 35 of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. So, as you can see, I moved around a bit, and yeah, it's that time to talk to Sidurgu again and continue our our Dark Knight questline. Let's see what he has to say to us. And looks like we got a new armor coffer here and a new skill. God damn it, Misty. We're going to have to track him down and make him return the remainder of the ether he stole from you, aren't we? He said that when this was finished, what would remain of him? Bloody, vague, and ominous, to say that, say the least. We'll just have to press him for answers when we find him. You last saw him in at Rolgar's Reach in Jurabania, yes? We'll start there. I'm going to, and I won't take no for an answer. Sid's gotten better, but he's a long way from fully recovered. Besides, you'll need someone else to help you do the talking. Sid's no good at it. Alright. Alright, I'll go through the door over there. Let's see what we got here. Looking for a young boy with long blue hair, you say? Reckon I would remember someone like that if they were to come this way, and I don't. I spoke with the fella before me during the changing of the guard, as we do and as we do, and he made no mention of anyone matching that description either. Huh? What's that? You're looking for a boy. For that boy too, are you? I was watching some birds late the other night when I hear someone skulking about behind me. Forgive me, I hear him saying, before he runs off and disappears in the dark. Then I realized it's quiet, too quiet. Sleeping birds make noise, and mine ain't. 'Cause they're dead. Every last one of them. No wonders, no wounds or any other obvious marks. But There they lay, like the life was sucked right out of them. I don't know how or why he did it, but there is no denying that did, that he did. I demand recompense. If you find him, you bring him to me. Ah, yes, I remember the long-haired boy. Very curious, with many questions about the nature of the ether. He conversed with one of the other conjurers for a time. I know not what they discussed, but from his expression, I gather it was important. Alright, let's keep on moving and well, let's see if we can track this elusive boy down a bit. Our inspector returns. Tell us, have you learned aught of Misty's whereabouts? Seen conversing with a conjurer and possibly killing chocobos? Not sure what to make of that, but we can be sure he stayed here for a time. But perhaps no longer. We learned but moments ago from Gillo here that a boy matching Misty's description was seen leaving the reach. He is for the peaks, and so are we. The peaks. Alright. Alright. Oh. You two have been busy. No visible injuries, no bleeding. Hey, it is as Ryle says. These beasts died for no discernible reason. Just like the chocobos that man in the reach claims Misty somehow killed. But it doesn't add up. Other than his singular magic, Misty was utterly helpless. Unless, was he always capable of this? But we know the answer already. He stole your ether when we first met. Even if he could do it, even if he did do it, why? We'll ask him when we find him, and this time you'll let me do the talking. Search the east. Riley and I will head south. We'll meet in between. If we find naught, and if we do, either you will come to our aid, or we to yours. Yeah, so this little boy is sucking the ether straight out of the animals. As you survey your surroundings, you observe not of the ordinary, but on the edge of hearing, you hear whispers of the southwest, to the southwest. Seven hells, I hate being right. On your guard, Mr. has shown his true colors. The ether of whatever else he took from those beasts has given him tremendous strength. Contrary to his earlier warnings, conjuring another simulacrum wasn't the end of him. And of all the wonderful people he had to pluck from our memories, he chose Yusride, the Collignor Nant. You know why we're here, and this is his answer. He summoned the monster that haunts Riley in her dreams and sends her screaming from her bed. Forgive me, Sid, but you gave me no choice. Say your name, your real name. Shall I ask you the same? Who holds the reins? But it matters not. We are complicit, you and I. Can you even remember why you came here? Can you even remember how many you killed? How many lives shattered? How many stories ended? Upon the surface of the crystal are carved the sins of dark nights, dark nights past, and yours are beyond counting, beyond fathoming, without end. Justice is an excuse, nobility is a lie, murder is murder. And what we are most definitely not without fault, it is this cruel indifferent world which has made murders of us all. But we need suffer no longer, so to make these broken souls whole, one by one, when in truth the solution was much more simple. A world beyond pain and suffering and anguish and despair. A world beyond death. A world in which we never need bid farewell to our dearest friends. And how many beasts will you need to kill to make this world of yours? How much ether will you consume to see it through? Blood is self-righteous sophistry, from Newling Whelp. So your brilliant plan is to fill the world with simulacra of the dead, is it? And somehow that's supposed to make everyone happy? Well, you're right about one thing. I'll grant you that. This world is brutal, uncaring, without logic or justice. No justice, but that which we make for ourselves. And I'll be damned if I give it up so you can force your illusions upon us to assert your guilt. Did you not find comfort in your reunion with your master? Even though you knew it was a lie? Did it not help you to unburden your soul? To find a measure of peace in this madness? I am not your enemy. Not then or now. I will not fight you. All I ask is that you leave me to do my duty. It's never too late to turn back. You're still a good person. You can still be a good person. So this is your answer? Maybe you can, maybe you cannot accept what needs to be done, but I can. Goodbye. I believe he's still alive though. So many broken by this world. And then by you. So many. Woe betide the man who stand opposed to the weapons of light. For death will be his reward. Death for him and his kin and all that he holds dear. Woe betide the man who stands with the weapon of light. For death will be his reward. Death for him and his kin and all that he holds dear. Like sands through the hourglass, everything we fight so desperately to protect slips through our fingers. And what remains? What remains? Is us. Only us. And the memory of our sin. To walk this path is to suffer, to sacrifice. Justice demand, no less. Serve, save, slave, slay. I've seen plenty, eh? But regrets? No, not so much. And if he wouldn't listen to me, the embodiment of good sense and pragmatism, then what hope could you possibly have? A house divided cannot stand, you know. This childish rebellion ends now. What in the seven hells is this? A compromise, I suppose. Our dear friend here refused to let me take the reins, but I wasn't about to stand idly by while that imbecile tries to do whatever it was he was trying to do. No hard feelings about White Brim, eh? Promise not to stab you in the back. I just liked... It'll be just like old times. A Dark Knight needs a sword. Take mine. No! No! This is wrong. This is all wrong. I offered you peace, restitution, a chance to make amends. Do not think you are above it. Do not think that a reckoning will be postponed indefinitely. When it comes, I shall welcome it with open arms. But today will not be the day, and you will not be the judge. crap. Alright, that was one hell of a fight. Oh. Forgive me. Forgive me. I ask, I beg, I pray, but it never comes. Again, they go to join the multitude in the black oblivion of the abyss. Such is our lot, such is the fate of all who are born, to suffer and to die. Do not seek forgiveness, for it will not ease the burden. It weighs as it should. But what of the lost? Do they not deserve to live again? They do, in our hearts and our souls and our memories. No one likes having to say goodbye, but it's a part of life. That's what makes the time we share together so precious. You can't obsess over the mistakes of the past, or you'll lose sight of the future, of the people still with us, who need us more than ever. The greatest strength is born of the flame in the abyss. Listen to my voice. Listen to our heartbeat. Listen. I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. Thank you. That is all I ever wanted. So, this is it. One last parting. A final farewell after a fashion. In your darkest hour, in the blackest night, think of me. And I will be with you, always. For where else could I go? Who else could I love but you? There we go. Ah, Bonnie Boy, Dark Knight. Alright, let's head back and uh, and let's finish this. You'll forgive us for returning to Ishgard ahead of you. I hope I needed some time to think on everything that happened in Jirabania. I won't pretend to know everything you've been through in your life. A man can never truly understand what's in another's heart. And probably not their own, for that matter. I'm pretty much rambling at this point. But I suppose what I'm trying to say is that I'm grateful for everything you've done for me and Ryle. I like you. I respect you. And I'll always be here for you if you need me. we're fellow walkers of the path, after all, and friends. Uh, I'd like, and friends, I like to think. I've been wondering. Mist appeared at the same time the soul crystal cracked, yes? But which happened first? And why then and there? Damned if I know. Does anyone truly understand how soul crystals work? What matters is that the crystal and Joffrey have been made whole. That said, a heart bleeds, a man weeps, a soul burns. Then comes the darkness to consume. And few hearts have bled as much as his. Speaking of bleeding, I think your wounds have reopened. If you would sit, it would be much easier for me to tend to them. You should get some rest too, Joffrey. Not all wounds are so obvious. Out of the out of the mouths of babies and sucklings, praise alone. She's right. Foot. She's right, Foot. No need to overdo it by running off to the next battle just yet. If you must put one foot in front of the other, but why don't you go back to where this whole damn mess began? Maybe you'll have an epiphany. Alright. I actually completely forgot about this. Lost vigil. There we go. Where it all began. Hmm? What troubles you, Master Richardson? Ah, but of course. It's bitterly cold this day. At, at times like these, one should be warming themselves by the fire. Not a day goes by without your name being spoken, you know. The soldiers and merchants often bring us news of your latest exploits. That said, to hear it from the hero himself would be much preferable. But there would be no expectation were you to call on us. The pleasure of your company alone would be more than enough. Rare thought I expect it will be in the days to come. But your destiny was never to remain here, was it? But a part of me wishes that you would. Forgive me. I find myself growing more and more sentimental in my old age. and in working on my memoirs, I have had to reflect on the darker chapters of my life. Archibald lived his to the fullest, and if his story is preserved for the generations to come, then I should be glad of it. You will always have a place here, Geoffrey, for you are a family. Now go. Do not let me keep you from your labors. The world waits for none, not even you. There we go. Alright. The Blackest Night. This concludes the Dark Knight quest for Final Fantasy XIV, Stormblood. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. Final Fantasy Shadowbringer must be required to your service account. I have that. You must have complete the main scenario quest, the Shadowbringers. You must have completed the role quest to have loved and lost. Ah, yeah. There we go. Creates a barrier around self or target party member that absorbs damage, dealing 25 of the target's maximum health. Finally, I got that one. So let's do this. You will go down here, you will move over here, and you will go right there. So yeah, we got almost all the skills now. Almost, I say, because I'm not level 90 yet. But you can look here, and as you can see, 7 more skills. Blood of Shadow, Age of Shadow, and Dark Mystery, Living Shadow, Oblivion, and what else do I have? This is a bit weird. I seem to be missing a skill here. Have they actually removed something? Ah, Living Dead. No, that's not it. Yeah, I'm definitely missing a skill here. Where the hell is it? Salted Earth. Deliver an attack. Ah, there it is. Blackest Night. Yeah. So, the skill I'm looking for is a skill where you actually summon your another Dark Knight, and reduce magic damage by self and nearby party members. Living Shadow. Conjure a simulacrum of your dark side to fight alongside you. So here it is. You actually get that at level 80. So yeah. Can we drag it out? Yes, we can. That thing will be right there. All right. So like I said, it's it's that time to end this episode. I hope you all enjoyed this one, and yeah, if you did, feel free to hit the like button. And if you're new here, first of all, welcome. And yeah, if you enjoy my content, then why don't you hit the subscribe button together with the notification bell? I will be back again tomorrow, and until then, stay safe out there.